Yo, what's up? Nico here. Hey, so I wanted to do just a quick overview of the different genres of treatments that you can choose to go through. I was on a call with an individual. He works in a different industry than I work in, and he had some questions for me about what I do, and he didn't know that there was different treatment styles. So I figured it'd be a good idea to volunteer this information because understanding your options and having clarity on your options helps you achieve your clear definition of sober. So once you've defined what sober is for you, you want to identify how to get there. The three biggest umbrellas, we'll call them that, umbrellas to use, is self-help, outpatient, and inpatient. Those are the three broad umbrellas that any one of these programs is going to fall underneath. Whether you go into a treatment center, a medically assisted treatment center is a inpatient facility. When you go into a doctor's office and they give you a prescription, I believe naloxone is one of the ones that they give for alcohol, or naltrexone I think is one of the other ones that they give for alcohol, or opiates. But your doctor is basically having you on an outpatient treatment. They give you a prescription of drugs, you go fill them, you follow the program that they say that you should be doing. Normally that is, hey, here's your medically assisted treatment, you go spend the time doing your day-to-day habits, and you need to complete so many hours of group sessions. You need to go to this AA meeting, whatever it is. That's outpatient. You have a clinician overseeing your treatment program, but you're not in a facility 24/7 for a set duration of time. The third option is self-help. Self-help is AA, NA, Smart Recovery, Celebrate Recovery, any one of these do-it-yourself type modes, tools. Those are self-help resources. Depending on the level of support that you have around you, that's your community, depending on the level of dependency you have on the substance, you can identify, clinicians, professionals, people who do referrals can identify which treatment might be the best option for you. Treatment is just a program, a system that they put you through that's already been designated as worked. The crazy part about this stuff is that most of the time it's not even FDA approved until it shows evidence. Well, how do you think they get the evidence? They have to put the people through these different trials. So then you got trial treatment options, and mostly outpatient and inpatient facilities offer those if they want to, if they got grants and funds and things of that nature. Those are the three umbrellas. No Halo, my company, we fall underneath the self-help resources. So if you go to nohalonm.com, go to the shop, you have the SMART program. That is a do-it-yourself program. Then if you go to the free resources, there's a SMART breakdown. That's a free breakdown of the SMART goal. Self-help, again, you're helping yourself accomplish the goal of sobriety as you define it. Outpatient is not something that I do, mainly because I don't deal with medically assisted treatments. I also don't have the facilities or the network quite yet to do some of the group discussions that are needed and have them fall underneath clinical hours, because that's all it is the amount of clinical hours of observation that they have you under. So if you are thinking that you need help getting to your definition of sober, I want you to remember you could do it self-help, you could do it outpatient, you want to talk to your primary care physician or go to a clinic or treatment center, or even just Google outpatient alcohol treatments near me, outpatient opioid treatments near me, and they'll pop up. Then you also have the inpatient rehabilitation centers, and those normally require you to agree to stay for a prolonged period of time, high observation, and they take care of you basically. Depending on your level of severity, you're going to want to go through one of those three options. Self-help, I recommend for individuals who have a willingness to achieve their definition of sober, have a support system, and the volume of use isn't very high. I would consider high volume use when you're drinking more than 750 milliliters a day. If you're using more than a gram of opiates, cocaine, whatever it is, if you're using more than a gram a day habitually, that's the ceiling for low volume. Once you start breaking, I'm drinking more than a bottle a day, I'm doing more than a gram a day, then I think you may start wanting to look into some outpatient treatment centers. And not all of them are medically assisted. Some of them are, hey, you know what, we need to check in on these days. You go to this group and you do X, Y, and Z. So you don't always need a medically assisted treatment to go through the withdrawals. The medically assisted treatment helps reduce the symptoms, the impact of withdrawals, but it doesn't remove it completely. Inpatient treatment centers are for individuals who have extremely high use, no level of support, and high volume. Like high volume, low level of support, I recommend for inpatient treatment. Mid or high volume, I consider 2 bottles, 3 bottles a day habitually, and you're not drunk. It's high usage. Fentanyl currently is a big street drug. High usage for that, I consider more than 30 pills you're smoking in a day. Meth, I would say if you're using more than 3 grams of meth in a day, it's kind of high volume usage. Most of those times, individuals that are using that type of high volume have a low support system, and that low support system is where the additional treatment, inpatient treatment, comes in handy. Individuals who are really resilient, who have been through obstacles and overcame them in the past, maybe have removed alcohol or these other drugs from their lives in the past, just need that extra kick in the butt, that extra shoulder to lean on. Outpatient treatments are great for those type of situations. Self-help is when you know you can do it, you just need a system, you need accountability, you need a community, a little bit more support from focused support, I should say, from a community that is striving towards the same goal. Those are the 3 umbrellas that I know most of these treatment programs go under. No Halo is not a professional treatment program. No Halo is strictly self-help. Personal development is what No Halo does. Because at the end of the day, we're not here to recover anything. We're here to recover ourselves. That's it. I don't want to recover the old lifestyle. I want to recover who I am. My personal recovery journey is the same as personal development. Whichever umbrella you feel like you may land under, I suggest going under an umbrella. No one likes to be in a storm without an umbrella or some sort of covering. And addiction is a storm. Active addiction is a storm. Please, if you want some of my resources, go to nohalonm.com. Again, I've made them reasonably priced if you have low volume use. If you have mid volume use, they're still reasonably priced. It's an investment though, because I believe, just like at the treatment centers, Transformation doesn't come until a transaction happens. You have to have some skin in the game. The only time I got a free dope sack, or the only time I gave a free dope sack, was to get somebody hooked, and when I got hooked. It's the only time you got a freebie. It is a choice that we are making to stay on this path or to leave this path. I am not here to tell you how to do it. I am here to guide you through the lived experience that I've had. My goal is that these resources help you get to your definition of sober. Remember, the goal is not to be an angel. It is to do better today.